Welcome to the Magic of Math. Today we're going to be talking about double box plots as we find range. Here's our question today. Kevin compared the prices in dollars of video games sold at store J and at store K. This double box plot shows the distributions of the data he collected. Here's our double box plot. We are asked what is the difference in dollars of the range of the data for store J and the range of the data for store K. Here's where I would like you to pause the video, do your best work, and then come back to check your answer. Welcome back. So we are going to be finding the difference in dollars of the range of the data for store J and the range of the data for store K. So we first need to understand the definition of range, seeing as we are finding the difference of range for each store J and store K. So when we talk about range, mathematically the definition is the difference between the minimum or lowest and maximum or highest values in a data set. When we look at a box and whisker plot, or what we call a double box plot, they're the same thing. We see that we have two sets of data. Store J represented by this box and then our whiskers, and store K, this box and then our whiskers. So let's just look at store J's data set to begin with. It begins at 47. This is our minimum or lowest value in store J's data set. Then we go to the end of our whisker to the right, and we identify the maximum value in the data set, which is 59, or the greatest value. When you're giving a box plot or a box and whisker plot, there's only two data items in the set that you can be absolutely sure of if you're not given the specific data in the set, and that is the minimum and the maximum values. So anything else in between could be an average. Even your median value right here could be the average between two if you have an even number of said data. So when we're looking at it again, we know two specific values, our minimum and our maximum, and that's how we find the range. So we're going to find the difference between these two values. So we have 59 subtract 47 is how we're going to find the difference. We're going to subtract the smaller or minimum from the maximum. And when we look at that, you could use your number line. 47 to 57 is 10, 11, 12. So we know that the range, or the difference between the min and the max, is 12 for store J. Now let's look at store K. Store K has this data set on this box plot. And we're going to identify that its minimum value here is 50, and its maximum value here is 57. To find the difference, we're going to subtract 57 and 50. So we're going to set up that math over here. We could use our number line. We know that there's 7, a difference of 7 between 50 and 57 on our number line here representing our box plot. So now let's clear our workspace a little bit so we have some room to look at what we're actually being asked. So bringing forward that the range for store J is 12. And the range for store K is 7. Understanding that we are being asked to find the difference in the ranges between these data sets. So here we're going to find the difference between store J's range and store K's range. 12 subtract 7 is equal to 5. And now we can identify that our answer is D. The difference in the ranges between store J and store K is $5. I thank you for joining me today at the Magic of Math, where we talked about double box plots and finding range using those data sets. And that's the Magic of Math, where we continue to master math one video at a time. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great day and come back soon.